Hey, how's it going? As of recording, hold on, my watch just did a thing. I'll look at my phone. It is Friday, March 27th. I can't remember what the last date was that I recorded. I feel like it was probably Wednesday of last week, Thursday of last week. I can't remember. I have officially been working from home for, as of today, 2 weeks. I know a lot of people around Atlanta have been working from home for maybe a little bit longer than that. The city of Atlanta is on pretty much a lockdown, but the surrounding areas, the governor of Georgia has not issued a lockdown. He probably should. But I'm just a guy with a YouTube page. What do I know? So nothing too crazy as far as what's going on in the Ghastly household. I've just been working from home. I'm going to see if I can work from home again next week. If not, then paid time off kicks in, and I'll have that for 3 weeks. Hopefully, I have work so I can push that paid time off a little bit further out. I myself, my first official day of not going anywhere and kind of social distancing was Monday. Let me get my calendar out here. Would have been Monday the 16th of March 2020. I left the house one time that week, and that was to go to my retail job, which at that point was closing early, so I was only there like maybe 3.5, 4 hours. And then I stayed in my house. I didn't go anywhere. This week, I was able to work from home, but I did have to leave the house twice. I did have to bring my stepfather home from the hospital, completely non-COVID-19 related. However, it did stress me out because he is autoimmune, or not autoimmune, he is immunocompromised. Not to delve too far into his medical history, but the dude has basically taking a licking and keeps on ticking. And man, he's a strong dude. So he went to the hospital so the doctor can check out something on his leg, and he needed a ride home because he can't drive. So I drove, and I was very cautious. Luckily, where I was at, or where I had to pick him up, was nowhere near anything COVID-19 related, but there were a lot of tents set up in front of the emergency room, and people were taking hospital employees were taking people's temperatures as they walked in and out, just to be on the safe side, which I totally agree with. Better safe than sorry. In this entire situation, everything that's been going on, I would much rather be over-prepared and nothing happen than to be under-prepared and then everything happen. That's my mindset, at least. Anyway, I brought him home. I wore gloves. He claims that everything was fine in the hospital. He wasn't anywhere near anybody, or he never felt like he was exposed to anything as far as COVID-19 related goes. Brought him home because my mother doesn't drive either. And then that didn't stop me. Like, I'm not messing around. Like, I wore gloves, but when I got to the house, I completely sanitized the inside of my car. So much so that the next day when I got into my car, it smelled like Lysol. I did have to go to my retail job. The retail job is officially closed for the time being until we can reopen safely. But I had to go and do work there. There's tons of projects at that store that I had to go and do. So I went and I met up with one of my other coworkers, and we probably worked for like 2 or 3 hours in getting some stuff done, and it was fine. Again, I wasn't taking chances. I wore gloves and I sanitized a whole bunch of stuff, and then I came home. So I've officially left my house 3 times since the 16th, and it's the 27th today. So it's weird. This is weird, and I'm starting to kind of feel the effects of just staying home. And don't get me wrong. It hasn't been difficult, but I won't lie and say that I've been stir crazy. Everybody gets stir crazy, right? And I know that I can still go outside. I can still go outside and take a walk and go on my back porch. I can grill food if I want. It's not keeping me confined in my house. Yeah, just when you go out, obviously be safe and keep that 6 to 10 feet apart. I think the latest news was that um, the United States has officially surpassed China as the most confirmed cases. Um, my opinion is that it's probably going to get a lot worse. I'm doing my best to not overtly worry about that in the situation that we're in. My wife, however, is considered an essential employee. So Chelsea Gasley is considered an essential employee and has to go into work. She remains less worried about it, much less worried about it than I. So props to her. She's incredibly strong-willed, and I don't know how she does it, but I stress out for her every day that she walks out that door to go work. So anyway, that's just the update. That's I don't know what the series of these video clips will end up being at the end, or if I'm going to upload them shortly and eventually, or sporadically throughout the situation. But this is, I think, the second or third one I've done. So stay tuned for more, I guess. COVID-19 diaries. I don't know. Whatever. You get the point. Everyone's good here. The cats are good. We're good. I hope you're well too. Please stay safe. Yeah.